Hi again and welcome back. It's been quite a reasonable week this week. I've done lots of little bits of turning. Some things that never worked out. This little dish. I've been using the pens, been using offcuts as I have been doing recently. And the idea of this little piece here, I was expecting to have some kind of tulip-like edges to this, which is like firewood. Nice little shallow dish from an end cut of cherry with a lovely little inclusion in there, which I managed to get to stay in, which was nice. I didn't have to glue it either, which was good. And finally, a piece of Zebrano or zebra wood, again another little shallow dish from another end of board. And I really enjoyed these bits of turning. And as always, the most important thing for me is to learn something. I didn't particularly learn any new techniques with turning this week, and no major challenges. The one thing that I will admit to learning is not paying enough attention. Right in the very centre of here where the nub would be, there's a tiny little mark that obviously didn't get away with tooling and stayed all the way through my sanding. And as I'm sanding away, I'm thinking it's going to go, and it didn't. It's still there. So my own fault. I should have paid more attention before I started sanding and spotted it was there. It doesn't detract a great deal from the overall piece. You know, it's still a pretty little dish, but an annoyance for me. But the lesson learnt. Check and check again. So anyway, this is the video that I'd like to show you this week. It's only going to be short. A quick whiz through on what I went through just to produce this little dish. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing as well. I appreciate all your subscriptions, and enjoy the video. Thanks now. Just using this piece of scrap mahogany as a glue block. Carbide Tools, perfect for this. Just turn it down to round. I'm going to attach the disc to the block using thick CA glue. I'll just put a burst of accelerator on the back of the Zebrano, and then a layer of glue around the edge. So I don't need to do the middle because I've hollowed that out. I've got a good coverage. It's thick CA is this that I'm using. And I'll use the tailstock to get the alignment. I'll use the round carbide to square off the face. just judging the depth at the centre here, and it's looking like it's probably about 8mm at the moment. I don't want to go any less than that. I think I need to clean up. I've got a lot of tool work to do in there, so that'll do for the centre. I'll sand up through the grits now. Because of the mixed grain on the Zebrano, I've started at 120. Sometimes I can get away with 240, but 120. I'm just going to seal now with sanding sealer. Nice coat. I always enjoy this process, so I'm not sure whether it's this process I'm enjoying or whether it's just the silence after the running of the suction when I'm sanding. I do find this bit so pleasing. But it brings out the colours as well. It's the first time you really get to see what your piece looks like. I'll just cut that back now with 600 grit. Don't bother with the suction for this. Somebody asked me the other day what the purpose of sealing the wood is. It's twofold as far as I'm aware. One obviously is to make the wood less porous, but it also acts to raise the grain, which just makes your next sanding that little bit finer. So it's brie wax I'm using, it's just a paste wax. I've just turned up to 750 RPM just to buff this off. I always sand at very slow speeds, around about 300-350 RPM, which gives the sandpaper time to work without overheating. Just before I finish the sanding, I realised I want to put a little decoration in the bottom. Perhaps a bit twee, but just a couple of little rings. And we can do the final sanding sealer on this bottom bit and back around the edges. Let's go to wax. And then buff that out. There you can go. The Zebrano bowl. A bowl. It's not. That's a small dish, very shallow dish. Not much more than a platter. But it's an enjoyable little turn. It used up an offcut to an end of a board and gave me some experience as well at it. Thanks for watching. Having established the centre, I'll now drill that and mount it on the screw truck.